Have you ever caught yourself wondering, is this just how it's going to be now? I mean, not terrible and not falling apart or anything, but not where you really want to be either, right? Just kind of existing somewhere in the middle. Because somewhere along the way, a lot of us started accepting less, right? We got used to feeling tired every day, we got used to the brain fog. And we started saying, well, I guess this is just part of getting old. But what if it's not? What if you're not meant to settle here? What if you're meant for more? Rhonda Jean Dillard here, and today is where you realize you're not the only one who wants more. And I'm really glad you're here. I want to share something honestly with you today because this is what I've been noticing on my own journey. Day 37 of my Elevate Life journey. I hope you're following along and you're enjoying it. I don't like it when I've created. I don't feel like I have created a ton of momentum in my health yet, right? Um, but I also don't feel like I'm starting over either. The last few days have not been perfect. Last week has not been perfect. I've had family things going on. My beautiful daughter is here, and she came in for her grandpa's funeral. Bad reason to come in, but she's here, and she is not feeling well, and she's been coughing her head off, and it's bothered me because I care so much for her. And I think that I actually thought yesterday that I might be catching it too, but I'm not. I don't think so. So on top of all that, I had my grandson a few nights, and now he's back, and he'll be here for another couple of weeks. And I have just been not as productive as I'd like to be, as I normally am, especially since I started this journey. And this is exactly where I would start to feel like, well, I guess I'll just let the rest of the week slide and start over next week, right? But I didn't. And I kept going in little ways. And that feels different because what I feel instead is that I'm building towards something better than I ever have before, right? I'm working on my mind, I'm refining what works for me, and I'm doing that while I'm living the life that I've been planning and dreaming and designing for years. Um, Now that I'm here, I'm ready to elevate again. You never quite get satisfied, do you? Because I don't ever really want to stay in one place. I want to always be excelling myself. Staying the same doesn't give you any kind of room to grow. And I already know that the level that I'm planning and designing now isn't going to be the last one either, right? I'm going to want to grow into something even more there. And I think that that's a really important part of all this. It took some time to get where I am, several years, and it's going to take time to level up from here. But I'm definitely on my way. And what's really interesting is that my thinking is already shifting towards a healthier version of me. And because of that, I'm starting to make different choices. I'm noticing little things like I actually pause before I make a decision, um, or I'll choose something just a little bit better than I used to. Not every time, not perfectly, but more often. And that's new. And that's what you really want to start doing, right? So, no, I'm not completely consistent yet. Um, Far from it, but I can already see the progress. And that matters to me more than anything else, right? Because this is what I really want you to understand. Progress doesn't start when everything's perfect. It starts when your thinking changes. And when you begin to see yourself differently, you start moving differently. You make different choices. You pause instead of reacting. You take one step instead of waiting for the perfect moment. You go ahead and take that step. And those little small wins along the way, they're not small at all. They are the foundation of everything that you're building. Now, I promised you an affirmation today, and this one fits perfectly with what we're doing. I am building a stronger, more energized version of myself every day. I am building a stronger, more energized version of myself every day. You don't have to write it down right now because I'll put it in the comments for you. But say it slowly because when you start seeing yourself that way, you stop waiting to feel better and you start becoming better. And here's a tip that I did promise in the. I don't know whether I promised you at the beginning or not. I may have forgotten to put it in there today. When you catch yourself thinking, this is just how it is, shift it to what's one small thing that I can do to move forward right now? Not everything, not a big thing, not perfect, just one little thing. Maybe it's drinking more water, or maybe it's taking a short walk. Maybe it's just pausing before you react. And it doesn't have to be big, like I said, because one step forward changes your direction. And the direction is going to be what changes your life. You're not stuck and you're not behind, and you're definitely not too late. I don't care, building something better. Thank you so much for being here and walking this journey with me. I'm so happy to have you here. I know that your time matters, and I want you to know that you matter as well. You matter to your family, your future, this world, and to me. Okay. And I am on a mission to help you step into what's possible for you. Come with me. Okay. So if this speaks to you, follow along. And if you're ready to start building the life that you actually want, I created something simple to help you begin. So I'll put that in the comments as well, or in the caption. You got one life, honey. Make it the one you were meant to live, the one that you've always wanted to live. Y'all have a great night, and we'll see you later.